What's up guys, and welcome to Season 3 of the Wigan Athletic Career Mode. It's Kerry from KJB, we're back again and I hope that I find you very well indeed. In today's episode, we are going to be starting the Premier League season. I'm going to play the first game and I'm going to try and make quite a few transfers. So the areas I want to improve are centre back, goalkeeper, left mid and cam. I'm going to go straight in and get the cam. I'm sure you all know who it is. And there's something very interesting. So our cam we are signing is Curtis Jones, who was absolutely amazing with us last season. His value is 10 mil and he's got a 5.9 mil release clause. I'm just skipping that straight away. And he's on 41k a week. I'm going to offer him 28 to 42. If he says no, we'll try again in a week. Anyway, that's done. We have a budget of 34.5 million, I'll call it, rounded up. 54k on the wage budget. I'm setting myself a restriction this summer though, and I'm going to do it every summer going forward. I'm going to allow myself 2 free transfers. So, I've had a look. I've sent my scouts out. I'm going to let them get their reports back to us, so we'll see the free transfers we could possibly sign later. We're going to get through the pre-season and stuff first. On that list, players like Luka Modric have popped up. I'm not going to get Luka Modric. I don't think that's realistic and I don't really want to go for that. But there are some very nice options and I think they'll help us in the positions we're looking for. I don't believe a lot of stuff I read in the news. Apparently Juve want Callum Lang and I'm not allowing that to happen. Callum Lang is our striker. Just like that, Curtis Jones has rejoined the club. 30k a week, 5-year contract. I can't refuse him. He was that good for us last season. He has to be our cam this year. Welcome back permanently, Curtis Jones. We have been knocked out of the pre-season tournament at the first round. We didn't make it out the groups. We've gained an extra million from it, but I'm not that bothered. Always sim these tournaments just to get on with the season a bit quicker. The first deal we've had this summer is Oriol Busquets to Watford, a swap deal and under $1 million. I'll show you the player. I'm not interested in this deal in the slightest. No chance. Okay, so my scouts have been out there. They've come back with all the ratings of the free agents. I'm going to run you through them. So we've got Modric, Nketiah, Tuanzebe, Lingard, Trippier, Klunter, Selke, Teguia, Lossell and Emery Moore, along with Jetro Willems. I think that's a list and a half of free agents, and to say we're only having 2 is difficult. First and foremost, I'm going to try and sign Eddie Nketiah. I feel like him as a backup to Callum Lang. I know we've got Robbery, but the 3 of them can be our strikers for the whole series, and it's proper quality on the bench. So I'm just going to offer him what he wants, 28 to 44k a week. I'm just going to chuck that out there. The next position though is difficult. I'd love to go for Trippier, but I feel like Smith's earned himself a chance, and at 31 I don't think he'll be great. Lingard's not happening. It's between Tuanzebe and Teguia. I'm after a left mid regardless of what happens. Left mid is a real position of upgrade that's needed, but so centre back, and I think I am going to go for Axel Tuanzebe over Teguia. Teguia, 20 years old and that rated is incredible. But I've got some left mids on my list that I do really like the look of. And I feel like Tuanzebe can be that Ashraf replacement for this season. Again, I'm delegating. I'm just going to offer what they want and see if they come back to us. In the meantime though, I've not actually gone through the squad hub. So we'll do that quickly. So I've gone through the squad. The only player of note who I think I've transfer listed is James Jego. I feel at 30 years old and 69 rated, CDM might be another position we look to upgrade. And I feel like Busquets, Evans, Bayliss, we have some good players on there and a few more on the shortlist as well. Ashraf's going to keep his place in the squad, probably drop down to the reserve option. And if we can get another goalkeeper in, I'll keep Jamie Jones as the backup at the club, send Hunter out on loan and try and get him in a championship where he can get some first team experience and get past another goalkeeper. Another player I did add to a transfer list is Cal Naismith. He's now hit 30. I think it's time he moved on. Basel have come in with an offer that I would accept, but what I'm going to do is ask for 1.75, take it down to the 1.2, and if we get something just a bit more than that, I'll take it. Okay, so we've got 1 out of the 2 free agents. Tuanzebe hasn't agreed with us, that is fine, but Nketiah has. Crucial first team player again, 5 years. I don't think we'll get the crucial first team at the start. He is going to sit behind Callum Lang. But welcome to the club, our first free agent signing of the summer, Eddie Nketiah. There's been paper talk this whole summer. Callum Lang's going to go for a big fee. Callum Lang this, Callum Lang that. Mines have offered 5.6 and Fernandez. No. Just no. Callum Lang is not going for that. Tell you what, just while I'm here, I'm going to do some development plans. So Curtis Jones, what do we want from him? Probably, his passing's really good already. So I'll probably try and focus maybe on playmaker again. Just try and get that passing as good as possible. And with Nketiah, I want something to help get his weak foot up. I think that's going to be the biggest thing he can do. So complete striker. Here we go, we got another one. Callum Lang to Ajax for 8.2 million. Nope, not happening. Okay, so Basel have agreed 1.2 million for Naismith. I accept that, I feel like that's fine. I'll let you know if that goes through. Udinese want Bradbury. That's not happening, Bradbury is staying. It looks like we've missed a trick. Tuanzebe has signed for Montpellier rather than us. So, that's made the other decision easier. We are going to go in for Teguia. Teguia? Comments, please help me how to say his name properly. Is it Teguia? That's what we'll go with for now. But again, I'm just going to delegate him what he wants. And we'll have a look at some centre-backs on the shortlist. So I've clicked on it already, because I didn't think I'd be able to. But the guy I'm going in for is Facundo Medina. He's an Argentinian centre-back, 75 rated, 23 years old. His physical stats are amazing. He's literally just signed for Utrecht, I think that is. If we can steal him off him straight away, then I'm all down for that. I'm just going to go straight in, 9 million and a 20% sell-on clause. 16, of course I would. Okay, we'll try 11. You're not having 16.3. Go for 12.5. If they don't take that, we'll look for someone else. No. That's fair enough. They're not budging. They have just signed the bloke, so fair play. Okay, so James Jago has a transfer offer from Real Salt Lake. It's just over $1 million. I think that's fair value for what you're getting for James Jago, so I am just going to accept that. He has been brilliant in his 2 seasons here, and it's sad to see him go, but 69 rated, 30 years old, he's not going to get any better, unfortunately. And there you go, Naismith, he's been sold. 800k has been allocated to the transfer budget. He was alright, but he was no Pierce. Okay, viewers, hear me out. I've not gone mad, but we're in need of a goalkeeper, and I'm in need of a short-term option. Is anyone against me going for co-op season's legend Steve Mandanda? He's had a chance in the Prem before with Crystal Palace, and he didn't do very well. But for a season, so Hunter can go out and get some experience, get a few ratings, maybe he's the one. It's only going to cost 4 million. I think it's going to be a good investment. I'm going to see what we can do. So first up, 3 million, 15% sell on. No, but they want Lee Evans. That's not happening. So we'll go 3.5 million, just work our way up. 5.1, nope. So we'll go to 4, and you can have a 25% sell on clause. I don't think we're selling Mandanda, to be honest. 4.3, let's just take it down to 4, Marseille. Be easy. Bring it down, come on. Right, you got to meet me somewhere. We'll go 4.1. There we go. 4.1 million agreed for Steve Mandanda. He's on 21k a week. I'm going to delegate. I'm going to offer him what he's on, 21.5 up to 47, and see what he says. And hopefully he'll be in there for the first game of the episode. Confirmation that James Jago has been sold. Again, he has been absolutely brilliant for us. I just feel like the team has started outgrowing him now. All the best for the future though, James. You were very, very good. Here we go. That's better. Cedric Teguia. He's agreed. 5-year contract. Just get him in. I feel like that is a solid left mid option. It means Viv then drops to the bench, but he can play both wings. Taguia goes into that first team. I think that's really good. Joining Taguia, Steve Mandanda is coming in. He's only signing a 1-year contract. That's all we're going to want him for. 1 year. He's 81 rated. If he's down to like 77 by the end of it, hopefully Hunter can then be out of position to try and take over at the end of next season. So Steve Mandanda's in for a new number 1. This is how the squad's looking then. As we go into our first game of the season, you can see we definitely need a backup, a starting centre-back even, not even a backup. Ashraf will play this first game because I think he's earned it over the form he's shown all series so far. Looking at the bench as well, I feel like we need a CDM on the bench. We've got the goalkeeper. Comments if you can help me out in any way, shape or form, please do. Our first game of the Premier League season's against Wolves, and as you can see, they're still running a midfield of Neves and Moutinho. Moutinho must be about 40 by now, but the rest of that team is impressive. Stones, Zagadou, Suso and Bolo, they're great signings. Dyer's in there too. It's going to be a very tough team to break down. It's going to be realistic. It's Wolves. They're going to play really defensive, focus down the wings. We're going with this lineup. Ashraf's going to be starting at centre-back. Again, it's an area that we are going to look to improve. Other than that, I think it's a team that took us up. Apart from Taguia, he comes in as our left mid. Let's see how we get on. Come on, boys. We're away first. I feel like the aim of this season has to be survive. I mean, look at our squad compared to the likes of Wolves. I know Wolves have money to spend. I know Wolves are considered a top half team. But look at the difference in quality of the squads. I'm hoping once we get a defender in, our team looks a hell of a lot more solid. Good save, Steve. That is why we signed him. I know we've got a young team as well. We're building. We're building for a future, I feel like. And I feel like that is going to help us. Taguia, the 20-year-old, go on. We're 1-0 up. What am I on about? Survive. We're going to win the league. What a debut. What a way to make yourself known to the Wigan fans. Mandanda, first of all, makes a really, really crucial save. Ball's played up to Cedric. Are we just going to call him Cedric because it's on the back of his shirt? It might be easier. Cedric just puts it in off the post. We're 1-0 up. Maybe not being able to sign Tuanzebe is going to be a blessing in disguise, being as we've got Cedric, who's basically a Spanish Dembele. Like I was saying though, I feel like we're building a project with this team. All of our players seem to be around the 20 to 25 sort of mark. A lot of key players. Curtis Jones has just hit 21. Karamoko's still a teenager. Cedric's, what, 20? Lang's 23. This is a team for the future. So I feel like, again, this season, objective is to survive. Next season, just try and push that bit further. And each season we're in the Premier League, build a bit more. Turn over the squad if we need to. Just keep going. Keep pushing. And eventually we'll try and just keep rising up the table. I feel like that's a long-term aim. Callum Lang, make the run. Go on. We've seen this all last season. Go on. He's Premier League ready. I knew I'd give him a chance. He's repaid the faith. Callum Lang, keeping Eddie Nketiah out the squad. And as long as he scores, he's going to do that. Right, Lang is in again. Zagadou this time, he's got to get past. I feel like he has his shot and Patricio has to make a smart save. We are looking very good. I feel like it's such an important number to give to a key player. He says that Smith just let Podence go. That is shocking. Don't know why Pearce hasn't at least tried and pass that out. Suso scored 2-1. Maybe it's not all plain sailing. Right, Dembele's got the right side. Curtis Jones, he's got to beat Zagadou. Nearly did. Cedric's come all the way in. Back to him. Cedric on his left. It's a poor shot. Right, we're 4-on-4. Curtis Jones sees Dembele's Lang. It's not Dembele, he's cut back, he's finessed. Oh, Callum Lang, unlucky. Right, Cedric, he's moved it. Curtis Jones, just have a pot shot, mate. What on earth has just happened? Curtis Jones has just spooned it right into the top corner and he's put us 3-1 up before half time. What? That is incredible. I stayed quiet because I thought he'd absolutely fluffed it and skied it. I saw his long shots on the stats before the game. He's got 80 in his long shots. No wonder if he could dip a ball like that. 3-1 up at half time against Wolves. It got shaky when they scored, but well, Curtis Jones has calmed out now. The midfield is not helping Wolves in the slightest. No wonder we're finding so much space. I mean, that's a substitution and a half. Neves has come on for Talise. Jimmy Dunn's nearly scored from a corner as well. That's a rarity. I feel like I've found the problem with this Wolves team is that there's no options in the middle of the park. And they're not really playing it out wide very well. That's Podence's first involvement this half, and it's the first time they've got forward. But Matinho, Talise, they're just not doing it. I feel like VAI need more of a midfield to control the game better. Oh no, he's got round. Jimmy Dunn, that's a fantastic tackle. Don't you dare, ref. First change we're going to make. Nketiah can come on for Lang. I feel like we should probably see what Nketiah is about. And I'm going to bring on Darnell Johnson for Ashraf just to get some fresh legs at centre-back. This isn't good. Darnell, keep on up. That's brilliant, Darnell. That's why we brought you on. Play's been sloppy in the second half. We always do this. We have a really big first half and then not a lot happening in the second. Just keep on him. Darnell, brilliant. But keep on him. This defending has been brilliant today. I feel like against a different formation, Wolves would have caused us a lot more problems. It says that. They've still found time to score, make it 3-2. Not that that's going to make much of a difference though in 92 minutes played. But that's game. We have won 3-2 against Wolves on the first day of the season. That was a very, very good team performance. And I feel like that sends a message of intent for how good we can be on our day. That will also do us for today's episode. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like. Comment with any suggestions as players decide. I'm looking for centre backs and I'm going to be looking for depth. So a decent CDM, left back, maybe a winger. We just want depth to kind of cover the squad and make sure we can rotate and not be losing much. I'm very impressed with how the debuts have gone today. I feel like Mandanda made a very good save at the start. Cedric looked brilliant. I'm very happy with that signing. And maybe not getting to Anzebe was a blessing in disguise. Subscribe if you want to see more from us. And that is all I've got for you today. I hope you look forward to the episode on Tuesday. I hope to see you then. Goodbye.